So I've been busy updating my LinkedIn account recently, and yet no matter what I put in, I just can't get the attention I want. I mean, I've already written the essentials. I almost passed my driver's license test, I refuse to face any challenges, and I almost finished the first season of The Walking Dead. I know what's missing. I know how to use every Chinese measure word. Oh, and also, I almost had a job 3 years ago. Why is it that you can say a shirt, but you can't say a pant? You can say 1 cup and 2 dogs, but not 1 furniture and 2 rices. This is because some words require measure words. A bar of chocolate, a piece of furniture, a grain of rice. These measure words are used in combination with a number to indicate an amount of something. In English, most nouns do not require measure words. A computer, a car, a house, a friend. However, in Chinese, practically every noun will require a measure word. This means that not only are measure words used all the time, but there's also a ton of them to learn. So today, let's take a look at Chinese measure words. And trust me, if you want to learn anything about measure words, you should watch my videos, because in the words of a certain US president, I'm very highly educated. I know measure words. I have the best measure words. Measure words are known in Chinese as 量词, literally measure or quantity plus word. There isn't a one-to-one relationship between nouns and measure words. One measure word can be used with several different nouns. So let's take a look at some common measure words. 个 is the most common measure word, and in some ways is also the universal go-to measure word when you're not sure what the right measure word should be. Sure, it might not always be the most appropriate, but at least your sentence will make sense and people should know what you mean. Let's take a look at when 个 is appropriate to use. 个 works for people, as in 一个人, as well as objects with no particular shape. 一个苹果. 一个字. When talking about animals, the most common one will be 只, 一只狗, 一只鸟, 一只老鼠. When talking about things with a longer shape, then you will probably want to use 条, 一条鱼, 一条裤子, 一条路. 根 is also a common measure word for long things, but it usually emphasizes the thin nature of these longer things, such as 一根头发, 一根香蕉, 一根筷子. Finally, 张 is usually used for things with a flat surface, typically with a rectangular shape. 一张桌子, 一张纸, 一张床. So, I know that for some people measure words just seem like yet another reason to give up, but you can actually see them as a new tool to be better understood. As I've mentioned in a previous video, tones are among the hardest elements of Chinese to master, and tonal inaccuracy can lead to being misunderstood. Well, by adding measure words, you are adding more clarity as to what you want to say. For example, if you simply say the word for fish, 鱼, incorrectly, chances are no one will know what you mean, but if you add 一条 before, then fish is pretty much the only word you could have possibly meant by using this combination. So don't think of measure words as another obstacle, and instead think of them as tools. Now, this is far from being a definitive list, and you will likely find a ton of exceptions as well. However, this should be enough to get you started, so make sure to practice and use them as much as you can. We'll talk about a few more in our next measure words video. See you next time.